Hello viewers, welcome back to Zabian classes. In today's video, I'm going to delve into the complex and intriguing character of Lady Macbeth. So Lady Macbeth is Shakespeare's one of the most famous female characters and I'm really excited to discuss her psychological journey and this video is going to be very interesting. Her character remains a fascinating exploration of the complexities of mind and the way this lady undergoes significant changes throughout the play can be interpreted in various ways. So it can be interpreted from Mr. Freud's psychoanalytic theories, from the feminist point of view, and so I tried to see her from different lenses. And I hope that from today's video, you also get an idea of how you can write a well structured character sketch. Okay, because her characterization is one of the most frequently asked questions from this tragedy. So it's very important. She is a multi-dimensional character, and we see her journey from a determined, ambitious woman to a guilt ridden and ultimately a tragic figure. Here are some key aspects of her personality. So, the first trait we see in her is her ambition. Her ambition is unwavering. She is a highly ambitious character and she desires power and willing to do whatever it takes to see her husband become king. Okay, her ambition is a driving force in the play. She desire for power and throne, and just like the witches, when they first meet Macbeth and they fire him with ambition and they suggested to capture the throne of England, sorry, the throne of Scotland, Lady Macbeth has played an important role. Okay, she has played an important role in influencing his action. So, ambition is a dominant aspect of her personality. And just like the witches, when they first meet Macbeth and they fire him with ambition, so she also, you know, played a very important role in influencing his action. And so she is no less than the fourth witch. She's not only a highly ambitious lady, but also she knows the art of manipulation. So she is highly ambitious and, um, very manipulative. She set aside all morality and manipulated her husband to commit murder. She uses emotional, psychological tactics to convince him to murder King Duncan and seize the throne. She advises Macbeth that look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. So you see how manipulative she is, and this illustrates her deceiving nature and also the theme of reality and appearance in the play. She is portrayed as a strong and tough woman and not at all afraid to take any decision. Okay. In the early acts, we witness her strength, and after Macbeth murdered King Duncan, he was so horrified and so afraid with all the blood in on his hands, and he also left the dagger in King Duncan's chamber, and he said to her that he cannot go back to that chamber and was afraid to look on it again. But what was her response? She mocks him. She called him weak. And this woman is unbothered about the murder. So look at the height of her insensitive nature. She is not at all scared. Okay, and we see her ambitious nature totally corrupted her, and Shakespeare shows that her power, that she is strong enough to do something that her husband is too weak to do. We also see a contrast between Macbeth and Lady Macbeth in the banquet scene. So she knows how to repress. She knows how to able to control the whole matter. And during the banquet scene, when Macbeth gets upset and started behaving in a strange manner, despite his erratic behavior, she attempts to manage the situation by dismissing it as a momentary fit. okay, and urging the guest to continue with the feast. So, on the one hand, she fears that his behavior will reveal their guilt, but on the other hand, the way she managed all this shows her a strong character. Okay. However, as the narrative unfolds, her strength begins to crack. Sigmund Freud's psychoanalytic theories can shed light on the motivations and inner conflict of Lady Macbeth. So he gave his theory, a theory of personality, saying that every person is different and they respond to the same situation differently. So, according to him, everyone has three parts in their personality: id, ego, and superego. Id personality is known as a pleasure principle, and the main concern of it is to maximize pleasure. Okay, in literature we have eight personalities, and as a result of that, the character suffers the consequences. Okay, and that's how you relate to the psychoanalytic theory to literature. So Mr. Freud's theories made literature, reading literature, even more interesting and entertaining, and so we get new insights from the character. Okay, so her character serves as a rich subject for exploring psychological themes in Shakespeare's work. Okay, and she belongs to its personality. She desires power, and she is willing to do whatever it takes to see her husband become king. And in her excessive desire for power and status, she set aside morality. She forgot about right or wrong, and ultimately, her unchecked ambition caused her destruction. Now, Lady Macbeth's sleepwalking scene. Now, this particular scene, no doubt, make Lady Macbeth unforgettable. And this scene in Act 5, Scene 1, is a haunting and revealing moment in the play. It offers a deep insight into the psychological working, turmoil, and guilt of Lady Macbeth. And this scene reveals the extent of her emotional, mental distress as a consequences of her actions. And the consequences of her actions take a toll on her. Her sleep talking reveals her innermost thoughts and feelings and the extent of her emotional and mental distress. She experiences a vision in which her hands may never be clean, and she attempts to scrub off the imaginary blood. And this symbolizes that she wanted to get rid of the guilt, to cleanse herself of guilt. And she cries out, damned spot, out, I say. And she constantly rubs her hand and to wash the imaginary blood stains. And at this point, she was, totally going crazy. Her confession that all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand, and this shows her inability to cope with her guilt. And she started having hallucinations. Okay, and that heightens the intensity of this tragedy, creating atmosphere of mystery and terror. Holding a candle and having a light by her bed shows a constant need of fear and darkness, and this contrast is, of light and darkness, is a visual representation of her internal struggle. And sometimes she would mix up with the memory of banquet scene. Banquo's buried, and he cannot come out on his grave. Even the murder of Macduff's wife and children crops in her nightmare. So, no doubt, in Sleepwalking Scene, Shakespeare's masterfully delve into the human psyche and the consequences of one's actions, unchecked emotions, and ambitions. So, all these inner torment, all these providing a psychological depth. Her character can be interpreted from a feminist perspective also, and feminism comes in as we see most of Macbeth's action was pushed by her, and she takes an active role in the events of the play, manipulating her husband to commit murder. And yet it is certainly she has played a significant role in influencing his actions. Yet we cannot say that she is the only one responsible for his downfall, for Macbeth's downfall. So his ultimate downfall is the result of a combination of factors. Okay, it is not appropriate to say that she is responsible for her husband's downfall, because you see there is so much of factors like his own choices. He has his own choices, and the supernatural forces at play, and all these things and these combination of factors resulted to his tragic ending. Okay, he was also ambitious. He was also having internal conflict, and so these things resulted to his tragic end. And in the end of Macbeth, we witness Lady Macbeth's tragic demise. Uh, no doubt, she is one of Shakespeare's most memorable characters. So, that's all for today. That was the analysis of Lady Macbeth's character. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.